Yes, dear youngsters, welcome. One more day of our being together to study Bhaja Govindam, Common Sense Thought, and Geetha. I am sure you are just are in continuous tuning to these satsangas and noting down all the important points with all your loving patient application. These all add up to your wisdom. These all add up to your strength because real strength is knowledge only. These are the only ones which put limits to all the wrong thoughts and wrong doings and wrong results. Never hesitate to learn knowledge. Never hesitate to strengthen knowledge. Never hesitate to use knowledge. And never stop growing by not using the knowledge. Keep on use the knowledge. Go on growing. Go on achieving. Go on succeeding. That is what here we are for. Here it is a tedious process. It is a difficult process. It is boring, sometimes heavy. It's always nice to sleep, nice to enjoy TV, nice to watch movie, nice to be with friends. That everybody does it. It always is a pleasure. But then going for pleasures is not a way of a matured person. The one who is marked for his own success, marked for his own contribution to the world. See, every human has that tendency in him to just enjoy and what do you say, relax in life without doing great substantial thing. Out of such millions, hundreds, thousands are there who say, okay, it's okay, enjoyment is always fine, fun it is, but let me try to achieve something greater for me and the world, even though it is difficult. Such alone become the great people in every of the field. If you want to continue to be ordinary or even lower than that, you continue the way of being an indulgent person. Eating, drinking, dancing, and just, loitering here and there, wandering here and there. That way you can live. Then it will be your life. You can never be proud of your own self thereafter. All your friends by then, they have achieved they might have achieved their great goals and found a great position in the society, monetarily very sound, respect and reverence. More than all, I was not lazy. I worked hard and achieved that trupti which he has got. You will never have. I'm not emotionally saying. I'm telling the truth. It is. So want to remain like that. But no, I want to improve. Then the best improvement is in knowledge. Career related knowledge, how to do vyavahara with the world, that knowledge about your own personality and its development, management, improvisation. Finally, most importantly, the spiritual knowledge. In my opinion, spiritual knowledge is ultimate because that gives you the best and frees you from all worst. Spiritual knowledge. The best is Bhagavad Anubhuti. The worst is continuous struggles, miseries, disappointments in the world. सब चला जाएगा स्पिरिचुअल गोल अचीव करने से. Think, take your own time and never jump from this to that abruptly. Even if you are inspired, slowly go through the system, go through your own gamut, study, get job, get married, have children, live a normal human's proper life with all dignities of hard work and all. Once you reach to the age of 50, 55, 60, slowly start withdrawing in the sense not outside, inside. No need to use that word also withdrawal. Just start evolving in your own study, shastra, sadhana and all. Automatically you will grow, the other thing automatically goes away. Like if you regularly come to Geetha class every day from this 12:30 or 1 to 1:45, other things at this time have already gone. If you don't come to Geetha class, 100 things come. So you give time to your divine progress, automatically other things go away from the life. This all you do after finishing your life's other ambitions of study, career, family, and all that. Okay, yeah. That way be a fully filled up pot like person with all growth. Not an aberrations here, aberrations there, falters here, falters there, frustrations here, frustrations there. No, a complete. The complete man. Add somebody gives. No, Gita makes us a complete man. Provided we thoroughly study, thoroughly understand, and thoroughly master it in our practice. You have started to study now, age of let us say 18, 20. So by 30 you master the whole subject. Till 35, 38 you practice it. So by 38, 40 you are a master to live life according to Gita. The remaining whole life which you may live for next 2700 years, you can live very happily. Gita supported knowledge. Gita knowledge supported life. Excellent it is. ऐसा जीना है हमको. Like a doctor remembers his medical knowledge while treating. A lawyer remembers his the law knowledge which he studied in the books while doing that case. An engineer remembers his engineering knowledge. So too, a person who want to make his life beautiful, he should remember the life knowledge all the time. And that life knowledge is Bhagavad Gita. All these are Shastras. Life giving, life making, life beautifying, life fulfilling knowledge is there. हमेशा पीछे होना है. When this knowledge is there, along with your academics and professional, life is complete. So to some social way of knowledge and your own personal management, इतना आप सीख लोगे ना, जिंदगी एकदम जबरदस्त रहेगा. Less regrets and guilts, more successes and happinesses. Thank you. Like every day today also, we learn one shloka of Goindam. Hardly 5, 6 are there now. 4, 5. Then we'll go for our common sense thought. Then our Geetha. In Geetha today, having seen yesterday, Bhagavan saying, whichever form anybody wants to worship with Shraddha, that Shraddha I only give. With Shraddha given by me when somebody worships their own choice of the Lord, I only give result through that Lord to him. That was said yesterday. Today Bhagavan says, anything in this world other than spiritual goal, even though reached that goal, any goal, it is temporary, it ends. Okay? Anything you gain, it will end. Then you will come back to square one. Therefore, use your common sense and decide to achieve the permanent, not the temporary. The moment you choose to achieve permanent, you are spiritual. Because only spirituality indicates the goal which will be permanent after reaching. He gives two things. One is through various uh, lives of Upasana, etc. You go to those Devata Loka, but that will be ended and you'll come back. But when you through the knowledge reach me, the real self in me, in you, you will never go back to earlier life of misery. Therefore, choose among these two. That is what is the meaning in today's our shloka of Bhagavad Gita. What is that? We will see. Let us start. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. ॐ नमो वेङ्कटेशाय पुरुषाय महात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः. ॐ. Having done our everyday prayers, let us do our today's Bhaja Govindam Shloka. In this Bhaja Govindam Shloka today, verse number 26. Yesterday in the 25th one, we saw the 4 problems. Today we will say, yesterday we saw 26th May, the 4 problems which obstruct our Atma Jnanam and Moksha. In today's shloka, to each of those 4 problems, the 4 corresponding solutions are given by Bhagavan Adi Shankara. Excellent it is. Okay, what was yesterday's shloka in a nutshell in half minute? It was Kamam Krodham Lobham Moham Tyaktvatmanam Pashyati Soham. When these 4 things are given up, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, you can discover your own self inside. Then you are liberated. If that Atma Jnana and liberation is not there, you are deluded. A deluded person by doing all wrong things will enter into Naraka. Therefore, second shloka, second line, Atma Jnana Vihina Mudha Te Pachyante Naraka Nigudaha. So, Kamam, Krodham, Lobham, Moham. These 4 are Durgunas. Tyaktva, when you give them up. Atmanam Pashyati, the one who sees his own self. Soham iti, I am that Paramatma, he is liberated. If Atma Jnana is not gained, Atma Jnana Vihina Mudhaha, they are fools. Therefore, they identifying the body, etc. Lot of sins they do. Therefore, they pachante. As a result of all those sins, Narakani in the dungeon deep zones or realms of hell, they will go there. So therefore, remove kama, krodha, lobha, moha, discover the self. How to remove them? In today's 27th shloka, we see the answer. Each one of them 4. So what is the shloka? Geyam Geetha Nama Sahasram Dhyeyam Sripati Rupamajasram Neyam Sajjana Sange Chittam Deyam Dina Janaya Chavetam. Clear? Each one. First we will understand them, then to the earlier slokas corresponding problem, which is the solution, we will see. So first is Geyam Geetha Nama Sahasram. Bhagavad Gita, which you are already studying. Nama Sahasram, which I already taught, I think in which different language. Vishnu Sahasranama Stotram. Daily we have to chant them with meaning. This is one sadhana. Second is Deyam Sripati Rupam Ajasram. Meditating on the divine form of Sriyapati, Lakshmipati, Narayana Bhagavan as much as possible. So that he alone is there in our heart. Third, Neyam Sajjana Sange Chittam. Always let your chitta be taking you to, or you take your chitta to Sajjana Sangha, company of the wise, company of good, company of noble, company of spiritual people. Third sadhana. Deyam Dina Janaya cha Vittam. Fourth one is those are Dina, less privileged, lower than us. Give your Vittam to them so that they come out of their problems. These are the 4 sadhanas a human being will have to do slowly to become qualified for Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja. So, one by one. First, what is the above shloka? Kamam. So, the Kamana. Kamana should go away from our heart. For that, what is solution said in this shloka? Geyam Geetha Nama Sahasram. Means, when you study Bhagavad Gita and also Vishnu Sahasranama, you will know about the God and you will know about achieving of the God. We will know about the glory of achieving the God. Once it is known, our desire becomes to know the God. When our desire is to know the God, all the desire for the world automatically go away. That is why regular study of Gita and Vishnu Sahasranama inspires us to have the darshan of Lord. Our desire will become stronger and stronger to obtain the Lord, possess the Lord, or have the darshan of God. When our desire is this one, then other desires will not be there. It's just like in the ordinary world also, people, when they are desirous of having Bhagavan's darshana in any of the temple. So those 3 days, let's say Vaishno Devi or any of these big temples, generally take 3 or 4 days from the place where you are to go there. So when you have the desire of darshan of the Lord or to go to the Lord, reach the God, all other desires automatically go away. Therefore, eliminating desire is tough job. And with the desire, life is miserable. What to do? Make the desire noble. How? By having desire for God. How? When you study Gita and Sahasranama, they tell us about Bhagavan alone as real, everything else is unreal. How can you pursue the unreal with desire? If it all you have to do pursue, then pursue the real thing called Bhagavan. This knowledge comes, then Kamana goes away. Other than that, by fulfilling Kamana, they won't go away. They'll go on growing like the fuel offered to the fire, which we have already seen so many times in our other topics. So, Gita Nama Sahasram study helps us in discovering the Lord as the ultimate goal. When our desire is to reach this goal, other desires which are problematic, otherwise they go away. So, Kamam conquered by Gita Nama Sahasra Adhenam. Okay. Second is what? Krodham. How the Krodham in life is conquered. Here is given the sadhana. Dhyayam Sripati Rupam Ajasram. All the time meditate on the divine form of the Lord in such a manner that your heart is only looking at Him and it is such a divine, loving, kind form of the Lord. You will only develop love towards the God. So, to everything in the world is Bhagavan, my own beloved Lord's Rupa only. In this way, on your puja room or meditation, you do the meditation on the divine form of Lord and take everything as Lord's form expression only, whatever it happens there. Then your krodha that is there in the world, it goes away. Because everything is my Lord. He has come in that form, perhaps to teach me something, to give me something, to take away some unwanted thing from me called prarabdha, etc. My Lord only coming in every form, like the Father has scolded me. My Lord only scolded me through my Father. That way, seeing your Sripati in your Father. That will happen when you meditate on the Rupa of the Lord for sufficient time. Then the teacher in the office or somebody in school, they have scolded. So in that form, my Lord only is doing that in my own interest. If you know it, will you become angry with your parents or teachers? So this meditation on the form of the Lord makes the mind fully filled in that joy and devotion to that Lord. In that such a heart, Krodha will not come. Another way, from the Kamana, the Krodha comes. Here, because you gained the Jnanam, your goal is Bhagavan now, not the world. When the world is not a goal, why will the Krodha come? That is how it works. So, Dhyayam Sripati Rupamajasram is what? You see the form of the Lord in your own heart, as described in our Shastras. You see the form of the Lord in various temples and all. Thereafter, with the training, everything is in front of me is the Lord only in this form. In that way, you take, then you don't get offended by anyone saying anything or doing anything or any happening also you take it as Bhagavan only is doing it for my own interest, then you will never become disturbed by anything. Only when we get disturbed, we become angry. Desire is thwarted, disturbance is gained, therefore the anger comes. So I am seeing my own Lord everywhere. Like the children. Temporarily they become angry with mother when she scolds. But again they go to the mother because it is my own mother. Something happens in that fellow, he forgives that anger and hugs my mother because that love with mother. But the other friend, somebody scolds him and looking at that, he becomes angry. He will never become friendly with that fellow from his side. The other fellow comes and says sorry, etc. That's okay. What I am saying is, Dhyayam Sripati Rupamajastram. One is meditate on the Rupa of the Lord. It is so beautiful. You are engrossed in that. You have no desire. Desire disturbance is not there. Only when the desire gets disturbed, the anger comes. Anger will not be there. Krodha conquered. Second is what? In every happening, see the God only. Then whatever does God does is for our own interest. Then you will learn the art of accepting. When you learn the art of accepting, now you will never become angry. So beautiful. I'm telling you, this is a beautiful thing in life. Like if somebody is giving me some insult or misery or something they are doing, मैं कहता हूँ मेरे भगवान ही इस रूप में कर रहे हैं. I'll be smart, I'll be intelligent. I'll try my best from my side not to do any mistake from my side. उतना मैं करूँगा. In spite of that, if something comes up, my Lord only sending me to develop some more wisdom, some more vairagya. It's love. In this way, I think I'll not have krodha for that person. Everything, when I can see the God everywhere, krodha cannot come. That's the only way. Otherwise, kamana disturbed, krodha comes. Every kamana is not fulfilled, therefore unfulfilled desires breed the anger. So kamam, by knowing the Lord and making him as goal, called as Geetha and Vishnu Sahasranama study. Krodham, because goal is that I am working toward that. There is no kamana, no disturbance of kamana, therefore no krodham. Or other way around is see God only everywhere. So then my Lord will scold me only in my own interest. Therefore, why should I become angry? There's a krodha is conquered. Third and fourth are simple. Lobham. How to conquer the greed? By giving charity. Deyam dina jana echa vittam. By giving the vitta to dina jana, whatever the lobha, the greed we have, we can conquer. Okay, fourth one, moham, delusion, confusion, misunderstanding. How will they go? They Sajjana Sanghe Chittam Neyam. Again and again, when you go to the Satsanga or in touch with your own Guru who has studied so many Shastras, who is doing sadhana from hundreds of lives, who is so much matured not only for spirituality but the psychology and the world and problems and solution. When you are with him all the time, he will give such a clear answers to all our questions or the doubts, after which you will not have moham or delusion. So therefore, by being in company with सज्जन संगे चित्तम नयम, चित्त सज्जन संग में रखना मतलब सज्जन संग के साथ रहते हुए उनसे जो आपने सीखा उसको आप चित्त में एंटरटेन करो तो मोह चला जाएगा. दान देते रहो, लोभ चला जाएगा. भगवान के रूप का ध्यान करो, क्रोध चला जाएगा. शास्त्र पढ़कर भगवान को लक्ष्य बनाओ, कामना चला जाएगा. See how beautiful it is. This shloka with lots of examples where such things have happened, hundreds of them. उसको लेकर हम बताते हैं जब in general I talk this text to the elders or people. One shloka I speak 5 days. That way 31 shloka 155 दिन 35 months it will take care. It will take one Bhaja Govindam. But for you I'm doing one shloka every day with main meaning given and I'm sure you are catching it. Thank you. Let's chant 11 times Sri Govinda Paramatmana Adi Shankara Guru Kripaya परमात्मनोः प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकं स्कृते विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं समस्त भक्त साधकानां रक्षणार्थं विश्वशान्ति कल्याणार्थं च भज गोविन्द स्तोत्रान्तर्गत श्लोकस्य जपपारायणं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे ॐ गेयं गीता नाम सहस्रं ध्येयं श्रीपतिरूपमजस्रं नेयं सज्जनसङ्गे चित्तं देयं दीनजनाय च वित्तम् गेयं गीता नाम सहस्रं ध्येयं श्रीपतिरूपमजस्रं नेयं सज्जनसङ्गे चित्तं देयं दीनजनाय च वित्तम् गेयं गीता नाम सहस्रं ध्येयं श्रीपतिरूपमजस्रं नेयं सज्जनसङ्गे चित्तं देयं दीनजनाय च वित्तं गेयं गीता नाम सहस्रं ध्येयं श्रीपतिरूपमजस्रं नेयं सज्जनसङ्गे चित्तं देयं दीनजनाय च वित्तं गेयं गीता नाम सहस्रं ध्येयं श्रीपतिरूपमजस्रं नेयं सज्जनसङ्गे चित्तं ध्येयं दीनजनाय च वित्तं गेयं गीता नाम सहस्रं ध्येयं श्रीपतिरूपमजस्रं नेयं सज्जनसङ्गे चित्तं देयं दीनजनाय च वित्तं गेयं गीता नाम सहस्रं ध्येयं श्रीपतिरूपमजस्रं नेयं सज्जनसङ्गे चित्तं देयं दीनजनाय च वित्तं गेयं गीता नाम सहस्रं ध्येयं श्रीपतिरूपमजस्रं नेयं सज्जनसङ्गे चित्तं देयं दीनजनाय च वित्तं गेयं गीता नाम सहस्रं ध्येयं श्रीपतिरूपमजस्रं नेयं सज्जनसङ्गे चित्तं देयं दीनजनाय च वित्तं गेयं गीता नाम सहस्रं ध्येयं श्रीपतिरूपमजस्रं नेयं सज्जनसङ्गे चित्तं देयं दीनजनाय च वित्तं गेयं गीता नाम सहस्रं ध्येयं श्रीपतिरूपमजस्रं नेयं सज्जनसङ्गे चित्तं देयं दीनजनाय च वित्तं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षति डुक्रुङ्करणे नहि नहि रक्षति डुक्रुङ्करणे भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते गोविंदम भज मूढ़मते ब्यूटीफुल 27 हो गया तो 4 है तो भज गोविंद हो जाएगा समथिंग एल्स वी टेक which has got very good information like that. Now common sense thought is very simple. Mind's mischief of arrogance, ego, abhimana. When somebody lower than us is seen. Mind's mischief of feeling low when somebody higher than is seen. This is the mischief of mind which disturbs our mind. Then we are painful. जिसके ऊपर हम डोमिनेट करते हैं हम उसको सप्रेस करने की कोशिश करते हैं then they also revolt everything was chaotic and those are higher than them also seeing them we feel low guilty regretted something nonsense we do to pull them down that also doesn't work again we suffer. Remember only simple principle, everybody is great in their own place. So let us say we are 3 people, you, me and the third person. Third person is great in his own place, you are great in your own place, I am great in my own place. And that's all. In whichever place you are, non-comparable. But not knowing this, one parameter I take, something, then I think I am greater than you. Then with that arrogance, I ill-treat you. Then you reciprocate it, it is a samsara. What I should know with regard to you? You are also great in your own way. You, me need not be compared. I should not deal with you with what I have. I should deal with you to be what you are. So you are a great in your own way. So I must respect that greatness in you. Then the feeling that I am greater than others and the consequent nonsense doings and creating people as enemy and making mind miserable, that all goes away. So I am lakpati, I am करोड़पति मानो मैं, आप बहन 10 लाखपति हो, so I am 10 गुना rich than you. Just because of that, why should I become arrogant in front of you that I have 90 lakhs more than you? Your 10 lakhs also is great. So seeing the 10 lakhs of you, I have to respect you. Not seeing my 100 and compare with yours and say, I am greater than you. This is the mischief of the mind. Then you develop arrogance, then you belittle that person or expects from something from that person, respect and all. वो नहीं होता है फिर दुखी होते हैं. हर बंदा अपनी जगह ऑटो चला रहा है. So you may be an officer, but you are not driving auto. So auto driver is great in his own way. So you respect him as an auto driver. Don't belittle him because you don't know or you are not a driver. You are an officer. अरे तो क्या है सब्जी बेचने वाला? Why do you belittle him or think him is lesser than you? Can you do that work as efficiently as he? No, he is good in his own work. A cobbler is good in his own work. Therefore, nobody that way to be compared and taken up that they are lesser than us. And we feel arrogant and pride, which is very wrong. Generally, होता चलता रहता है मन में. Because of education or money or position or status or naukari or beauty, whatever the thing or achievements done, followers, किसी ना किसी लोग किसी को लेकर हम arrogant होते हैं in life and ill treat others. So 50% is this mind's mischief of creating arrogance by seeing the others who are lesser than us. Another mischief is what? Somebody is greater than me, therefore I am regretted or guilty. Apply the same thing here. Change the position. That's it. As that person is great in his own way. He may be crorepati, but I am 10 lakhpati. I am correct in my own way. Therefore, I need not have regrets or guilty. In the same way, he may be a big officer. I am an auto driver. So, as an auto driver, I have my own achievement. I have my own self-respect. Why should I feel I am low comparing with him? वो कार के ओनर है मैं तो सिर्फ ड्राइवर हूँ. You are great as a driver. Who says Krishna Bhagavan खुद ही chariot चलाए हो? Why do you think for some reason you are lower than others, therefore you are lower? Respect that person for his greatness, but you need not feel guilty. So to the other fellow earlier on, help him to grow if somebody is lower than you, but don't be arrogant. Then you are spoiling the mind. You are not learning the art of living with people. And in the world, always you come across both types everywhere. कोई लोग हमसे ज़्यादा आगे है, कोई पीछे है, किसी न किसी चीज़ में. तो आगे जो है उनको लेकर जेलसी गुस्सा और जो नीचे उसको लेकर एरोगेंस बोथ आर रॉन्ग. That's how the youngsters while driving the cars and all, when others drive faster than them, then they take speed up it and they just end up in an accident. अरे उसकी क्या ज़रूरत है? उसको पता है वो जा रहा है बस. Why do you compare and you want to go ahead? Or somebody is overtaking, then you feel guilty. हाँ, मेरे को आगे लेके आता है. अरे whoever is going in his own way, but you are only imagining he is overtaking you. He doesn't even know which insect is driving this car. He doesn't know who are you. But then we feel, oh, मेरे से आगे जा रहा है. So mind's mischief of because of some higher position having arrogance, looking at someone. Correct it by accepting that whatever that person his own place is great. And your higher position, if possible, help that person to bring him up, not suppress him. This is humanity. This is a maturity. This is a dignity. This is an intellect level of life. Other is ego level of life. Again, you are at low level. Somebody is higher. You do not feel guilty or regretted मैं उससे कम हूँ. फिर तुम जहाँ हो, तुम ठीक हो. हाँ, एनी हेल्प चाहिए उनसे ले लो, मांगो देंगे तो ले लो, नहीं तो छोड़ो. But you are not inferior for that person. You are good in your own place. Other person, there are comparative trips by which we level someone else higher and feel jealousy. Higher, somebody else lower and feel arrogant. Both are wrong. Arjuna was arrogant seeing Duryodhana Adi. I can fight better than him. He felt guilty seeing Bhishma Drona because they are my guru and grandsire. I can't fight with them. Both will चौपट कर देगा काम. भगवान इसलिए पहले उनको निकाल दिया. You are what you are. They are what they are. You duly respect them for what they are. What they are not, which you expect. And what they expect, we don't have. Because of that, the things should not become issues in life. That's the meaning of this beautiful shloka or this common sense thought. Enough today. Mind's mischief of pride as well as guilt. How to combat them. Be balanced. इस जगह हर बंदा अपनी जगह का, like in body. Heart is its own place good. Kidney, liver, pancreas, even the toe fingers of the leg and hand They are doing their own work there. Need not say something is important, less important. सब sacred है, सब में मैं ही हूँ. In that way. In the whole world is Lord's body or creation only. So everything is own expression. How can somebody be greater or lesser? समान सब एक ही है. व्यवहार में जो करना है करो, अलग बात. ठीक है, गुड. Let us come to now Bhagavad Gita for short span of time. Yesterday we saw, as I said just now in the beginning, कि people looted by the desires, they worship different gods whom they imagine that they can fulfill desires. While doing so, they need Shraddha. I only give Shraddha, Bhagavan says. Then with Shraddha and you worship them, tasya aradhana mihate, tata kaman lavate. Definitely that aradhya deva gives the result. But who is giving the result through that aradhya deva is maya eva vitan hitan. I am the only one who is the giver of every result to everyone. Small or big or good or bad, whatever. Now comes the next shloka. In this, a new angle is given. Ki with whatever the efforts, whatever you achieve, greater things, all of them will end only. Therefore, the two options are there. One, working towards that where the result is endful. Second is working such a way towards what an object is. When you reach that, it is endless. Choice tomorrow. This is how Bhagavan Krishna giving a opportunity to Arjuna only to decide. So these three shlokas are one set, the earlier three. Fourth is adding to it, saying that this is what you have to understand. How the three shlokas you see? Kamais taistair hrutagnyanaha. Their jnanam about me looted by different desires. Prapadyanti anya devataha. They do worship of other devatas other than me. Anya devata. Tam tam niyamastaya. Following the rules regulations. Swaya prakritiya niyataha. With their own nature coming into play. Then yo yo yam yam tanum bhakta shraddhaya architum ichati. With whatever desire in the mind, whatever the desire expectation, to whichever the god or any demigod they are worshipping, yo yo tanum yam yam bhakta श्रद्धया अर्चितुम इच्छति श्रद्धा से करना चाहते तस्य तस्य to that person achalam shraddham the undaunted faith in that thing tam ahameva vidadami I only give the faith taken from me sataya shraddhaya yuktaha tasya aradhana mihate he does the aradhana of that particular whatever he thought the means of the goal. But that aradhya will give the result, no? But who has given him the result? Bhagavan says, I only give the result through them. Like you never ask money to father, you take from mother. But who is giving mother every day? Father only giving. Therefore, Bhagavan says, Sataya Shraddhya Yukta Mad Tasya Aradhana Mihate. So, with all the Shraddha given by me, they do the beautiful Aradhana of whatever he thinks as the means of whatever he wants to get that. Bhagavan says, Lavatecha Tata Kaman. They get all the phalas. Maya eva vetan. I am the giver. An example of it. That son doesn't want to directly ask father. He wants to get mother. But who gives the mother? Father only gives. इधर से भी भगवान कहते हैं कि तुमको मैं पसंद नहीं आया नेवर माइंड तुमको वो गोल पसंद आया तुमको लगा ये बंदा ये गुरु ये कुछ भगवान वो दे देंगे then I only give Shraddha in you to worship and when with Shraddha you worship that God has to give you result he will give result because I give it to him so he becomes only Madhyama but the real giver is me because there is nobody who has everything belongs to me only I alone can give whatever it is. This is the beauty of those three sequential slokas. Now he says, with all these explanations, still, whatever we do, the worships, the yajnas, the social works, all of them have great results, but all of them are ending. But you discover the Paramatma Anubhuti in meditation, then once you reach to yourself, you will never come back to. Once you wake up from dream, you don't go back to the same dream. In that way, once we wake up to our own essential nature, there is no samsara or problem at all. Therefore, I am telling you in front of you openly. You think about it and you see it. I am not forcing you. Krishna is telling this to Arjuna. So, this is what is our 14th chapter, sloka number Antavatvanam 23. Let us chant that 4 times. Then I will tell you the meaning of every word and total sloka. And you being youngsters, while involving in your own lives, activities and successes, once in a while go through them. Strike the balance. Let the spiritual knowledge should not be overpoweringly devaluing your necessary vyavahara. Let you not be lost in vyavahara so much that you are not able to learn the spirituality, which alone is going to be your true support life throughout life. ये बैलेंस करते हैं ना एज यंगस्टर्स फॉर एल्डर्स अब छोड़ो सब यू कम टू दिस डिवाइन परस्यूट ओनली उनका हम वही कहते हैं सीधा Okay, chant the shloka. Antavattu phalam tesham. Antavattu phalam tesham. Antavattu phalam tesham. Antavattu phalam tesham. Tadbhavatyalpamedhasam. 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 Devan devayajo yanti. देवान् देवयजो यान्ति देवान् देवयजो यान्ति देवान् देवयजो यान्ति मद्भक्ताः यान्ति मामपि मद्भक्ताः यान्ति मामपि मद्भक्ताः यान्ति मामपि मद्भक्ताः यान्ति मामपि टू टाइम्स श्री भगवानुवाच अन्तवत्तु फलं तेषां तद्भवत्यल्पमेधसां देवान् देवयजो यान्ति मद्भक्ताः यान्ति मामपि अन्तवत्तु फलं तेषां तद्भवत्यल्पमेधसां देवान् देवयजो यान्ति मद्भक्ताः यान्ति मामपि गुड श्लोकम तेषाम् अल्पचेतसां तत्फलम् अन्तवत्तु भवति तत्फलं तु अन्तवत् भवति Alpamedasam, those who are not knowing the permanent Paramatma, therefore you have not kept him as the goal. Instead of that, they kept any other goal. That phala of that is, when you reach the goal, is temporary. Antavan, anta ho jata hai. Tat phalam, antavan. Then when the phala is over, you are back to again empty hands. Is it not? Like a daily labor, wages labor. काम कर ली शाम को पैसे आ गए सुबह तक खत्म नो बैंक बैलेंस आजकल सारे मूर्ख यंगस्टर्स आल्सो आई डोंट नो इफ यू आर इन दैट लिस्ट दे अर्न गुड मनी इन द वर्क कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड और समवेयर दे आर वर्किंग इन आईटी में 60-70 हज़ार 1 लाख 1.5 लाख बट देन बेवकूफ इतने ज्यादा खर्च करते हैं बाय द एंड ऑफ मंथ 5 दिन पहले हाथ खाली दे आर मिसमैनेजमेंट ऑफ द वेल्थ दे हैव टू बी टोल्ड बट दे आर नॉट रेडी टू लिसन There are 1,000 people to teach, but when person is not ready to listen, who can do what? Mismanagement of the money. खत्म हो जाता है महीने खत्म होने से पहले देन इधर उधर लोन लेते हैं देन द नेक्स्ट मंथ का मनी कम हो जाता है बिकॉज यू हैव टू चुकता करो लोन एग्जाम्पल्स आई एम टेलिंग so the phala of any action is temporary when it is over you are back to zero level antavattu phalam tesham tadbhavati अल्पमेधसा वही अल्पमेधस में उनके मेधा या दिमाग में परमानेंट चीज के बारे में कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं है अगर है तो ये इधर क्यों जाएगा टेम्पररी के लिए ठीक है ना अर्लियर श्लोक में हमको पूरा बता दिया तई तई कामाय वृत ज्ञान आई ओनली विल गिव श्रद्धा फल आल्सो विल गिव बट देर ऑल टेम्पररी therefore a very good idiom Bhagwan uses second line very nice idiom lot of times it will help us what is that devan devayajo yanti mad bhaktaha yanti mamapi those who worship the god they get the results given by those particular gods at the most they go to the loka of that god है ना इंद्र का करो इंद्रलोक चंद्र का करो चंद्रलोक नक्षत्र का करो नक्षत्रलोक राम का कहो रामलोक कृष्ण का करो कृष्णलोक शिव करो कैलाश all these places we go and there they go, when you go there whatever the upasana phala because of which we are sent there जैसा ही खत्म होता रहता है दीदे हमको ऐसे धक्का दे देते हैं so deva yaja devani yanti but they are not permanent results but madbhaktaha those who are the seekers of the self winners mam yanti they reach me self is infinite self is blissful therefore they never go to the finite miserable state of being an individual or jiva. Therefore, Devaya here Devayaja means everybody who does yajna upasana to reach to the higher lokas or the Devata lokas, or in this world only they want these are the thing. Therefore, they propitiate different people. वो सब खत्म होता है But mam yanti madbhaktaha, but really people who are devoted to me, your devotion is the spiritual truth. If that is discovered, then they reach me, they never to come back to a limited life again. So the idiom is Devan Devajahanti Madbhakta Mam Yanti. And the drunkards go to the drinking booth, the devotees go to the temple. In drinking booth, only senses are pleasured, money is wasted, bad habit, health goes. But when you go to the temple, you don't have any gross things like this bhoga, but there भगवान का प्रसाद है, भगवान का दर्शन है, भगवान का अनुग्रह है, भगवान का नामोच्चारण है, भगवान का प्रार्थना है. How beautiful it is. Which is better? I have to think. तो देवयज देवान्यांति मद भक्ता माम्यांति. तो जिसकी पूजा आप करें वहां जाओगे. Here deva means one is devatas, second is whomever you consider as valuable. You go to that company only. Mad bhakta mamyanti, those who worship me, the divine ultimate God, they reach me. This way, very, very beautiful and important is this shloka. First thing is the result are temporary. Second is whoever worship whomever, they go there. Worshipping means doing all the things related. Devan Devayajaha yanti. Devayajaha, those are worshipping demigods, Devani yanti, they reach to them only. Madbhakta who seek me, the self, mam yanti, they reach me. But the self reaching is a permanent result. That will not go away again. Once I awaken to my essential nature, फिर से वो भूल जाने का बात नहीं होता उधर. But not recovering one's own self, but as a jiva only, imagining fulfillment to be in the in the obtaining of this or that thing. When you get all those things, they end again our misery begins. How important, crucial this thought. मनन करो थोड़ा, 2 बार 4 बार 10 बार, थोड़ा सा आपको मीनिंग आ जाएगा. Here the indication is seek the eternal Paramatma. Don't seek the temporary which go away from your hand. Like you seek permanent job, you seek permanent house, you seek permanent husband or wife and all. So to seek the permanent, that is only Paramatma. Everything is temporary, it will be taken away from us. थोड़ा विचार करें. I'm only supplying 4 to 5% of meaning. 95% with Bhashya and all, I have to thoroughly explain to you in connection with earlier slokas, next slokas, total theme of the chapter, earlier chapter, this chapter and total Gita. This is how I talk when I do in general. पूरा गीता का सार क्या है, दिमाग में रहता है. फिर कौन सा चैप्टर पढ़ रहा है वो दिमाग में है. इससे पहले का चैप्टर बाद के चैप्टर का इसके क्या संबंध है वो हम मन में रखकर बोलते हैं. इन दिस वेरी चैप्टर विच श्लोक आई एम टॉकिंग, उसका अर्थ क्या है, हाउ इट इज कनेक्टेड टू अर्लियर श्लोका एंड नेक्स्ट श्लोका, हाउ ऑल ऑफ देम टुगेदर आर कनेक्टेड श्लोका टू द चैप्टर, थ्रू दैट टू द एंटायर भगवद गीता. In that way we discuss. It's very lengthy, very exhaustive, very scholarly type of study. I'm not doing all that. I'm just telling literal meaning and whatever is achievable to you. Whatever is understandable to you. So in this sloka, as a youngsters, just know that whatever you achieve are temporary. Go through them, but slowly think in your mind, is there anything permanent? Can I reach? It is said that the Lord is permanent. You can experience Him, then you need not come back from there. So there, if not now, after your 40, 30, 50 years, slowly, instead of going for temporary, start seeking the permanent. That is the essence of this sloka. Remaining, if it all there, tomorrow we'll see. Sri Bhagavanuvacha Antavattu phalam tesham तद्भवत्यल्पमेधसां देवान् देवयजो यान्ति मद्भक्ताः यान्ति मामपि. भज गोविंदम श्लोकम. काम गेयं गीता नाम सहस्रम ध्येयं श्रीपतिरूपमजस्रम नेयं सज्जन संगे चित्तं देयं दीनजनाय च वित्तं. भज गोविंदम गोविंदम भज मूढ़मते संप्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षति ढोक्रं करणे. The common sense thought, the mind's mischief of arrogant seeing the lower people, guilty seeing the higher people. Everybody is right in their own place. Therefore, don't belittle the other fellow if he's lower than you. Help him if required. Otherwise, he's important his own way. So, to somebody is higher, you take the help if required, but don't feel jealous or guilty. You are right your own way. You are great in your own way. So, in both ways, protect yourself from becoming guilty, regretted, lower, or feeling arrogant. Just balance. You are good, precious in your own way. like the parts of the body. Nothing is higher or lower. Up, sabka apna apna kaam. Everyone is correct in their own place. The nose is correct in its own place of getting the air inside, smell inside. Ears are better in their own place, sounds. Ears may not smell, nose may not see, but nose may not listen to sounds. But each one is unique and important in their own way. Therefore, in the common sense thought, no, never become regretted or guilty seeing somebody higher. Congratulate that person. Take the tips if you want. So, to somebody is lower, don't feel arrogant. I'm my own say, badhiya. Take help that fellow to come to your level. That's how the common sense. Thank you, Sarvam. Bhagavad Charanarvindarvamastu Om. Durjana Sajjano Bhuyat Sajjana Shanti Mapnuyat Shanto Muchit Vandebhya Muktas Chanyanamochayat Om Astoma Satgame Tamasoma Jyotirgame Murturma Murtangamaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Yeah.